It is time for the first in the blender following the Major 4 event for CDL. I am your host, Disciples, here with my co-host.
It's your boy, Fallen. You know what we're about to do.
Today we have a great show for you guys. You know, we are Optic fans, so we're going to do our absolute best to not be biased and to actually talk about the logistics of the game and who we thought were the standout players and who we thought were in the blender. I'm going to start with my first hot take. I'm going to get straight into it. There's nothing to be said besides when in peak form, I do truly believe that shottzy is the best player in the Call of Duty right now. I would even take it a step further. If you'd really like me to, I'll take it a step further.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'm going to do my best right here, all right? Movement-wise, undisputed, best all time. This is the disputed part that you're going to hate me for. Best SMG all time. Go ahead.
Hell no.
I want to hear your thoughts. Who's your best SMG?
True best SMG.
I want to know your
all time.
Yeah, all time.
Gotta be probably Scump, bro.
Why?
I mean, the dude was consistently dropping 1.3s, 4s his whole career for like 12 years.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Now, totally. Now,
putting
this
up
is
the
the route.
same numbers as shottzy.
You want to know the route I'm taking with this argument?
Yeah.
LeBron versus Jordan. Eras versus eras.
He was putting up the numbers, though. They played together on the same team.
Oh, okay. So
Scump had the highest KD this season
So-
when he retired.
so you
retired
wanna-
with the 1.3.
Okay, this is
So
all
terrible.
you're bringing up stats like you don't know yourself that means absolutely nothing when it comes to a full series of Call of Duty. So that there's no reason that SMG should have less than a 1.1 KD. Unless you're getting the blender. Unless you're in the blender, there's no reason that SMG should have less than a 1.1 if you're actually winning the game and you're the reason why you're winning. 1.3, very typical. You know I love it. I love Seth. Seth is easily my GOAT of this past era. When it comes to the way that the game is elevated, the way that the game has been pushed from Modern Warfare 2019 even, you put Scump against, in his prime form, in his peak form, in the movement era and everything, against not shottzy on a day-to-day basis. I'm not saying that he is as consistent as Scump. Completely different argument. A full career versus a 4-year career. Completely different argument. Don't have enough time for me to make that argument. And he's not as consistent at this point as Scump was back at that point in his career. I will give you that. But MW3 was the only good year Scump had in his first 4 years. Like, not his personal year, performance of the team. And that's a fact. Black Ops 2, they were getting slam top 4s, top 3s. Top 3 what? 2 times in Black Ops 2?
But you gotta think as well.
It's not a Scump thing. I'm saying that
it was open back then as well. So they're playing through 128 teams of randoms.
No, that's a great point that I'll let you
set 12 that they're playing every week. They know who they're playing.
And who are they playing? Are they playing? But my point is, who was he playing? Was he playing? I'm not bringing up the plumbers joke. That's not what they were playing. Were they playing kids who were in high school? Who are doing school 8 hours a day and then gaming 6 hours a night? Or are they playing the pros of nowadays who are scrimming 16 hours a day, doing the next day of qualifiers, and then another 16 hours, and then another 16 hours? With the talent that is being played against right now, it is foolish to not acknowledge that the Call of Duty League is levels better than it was 4 years ago. Black Ops 4 even. Levels. Just amples, in my opinion. So that's where I'm saying, due to that fact, and we're using standards of skill, if the standard of skill is raising this much, and Scump has been, I mean, he was hanging, but he will even admit he was not comfortable while hanging. If shottzy is the lead of that standard, who's the better player?
So, I hear you, but he's also been playing shottzy for, 3 years now? Playing with shottzy for 2 years.
And who won in those years? When they were playing against each other?
Alright.
With the worst team than what he was on with Scump, and that's a fact.
Let's look at my Huntsman roster versus the Empire.
Let's do it. I love this.
You had fucking shottzy, Illy, before injury, Hook, prime form, Adderall out, Crim 6, and Clay.
Yeah.
You got the OGs, the new young guns. Optic, you had Scump, Formal, who was wanting to retire. He's on his way. He didn't give a fuck about it.
That doesn't matter. He's still a dog.
I know. He went to Halo and did his thing.
I get
you
your
even
point.
know the end of his
Keep going.
career. He didn't give a fuck enough.
Who
even
else?
else was on Gunless? We had Gunless on our team, bro. On Huntsman.
Gunless was a dog. Are you really going to sleep on Gunless? MW 2019?
I'm saying comparing the teams who you're saying because they won champs. So you got to look at his team.
All right, let's go down.
You know
let's go down the line. Ender Dashi, who's better?
What better at what?
Who's better AR? I'm not trying to. Who is the better AR? And I'm wanting everything. I understand that they're
Dashi, of course.
Thank you. Let me continue. Now let's go vets. Who's better? Crim or Scump? I'm okay with whatever answer here. I don't hate this argument
at all. Guy, but you also gotta look. Crim's the winners.
Who's better, Gunny? Who is the better SMG?
Probably Scump.
But now this is just the point I'm making, and you're not. I'm not trying to set you up, but you're helping me with my point. Now let's go next down the line. Clayster Gunless. Clayster gets Gunless 8 times out of 10. At this point in his career, Gunless probably now just because Clay's getting old and he's kind of washing a little bit. He still hung that last tournament. I was proud of him, but Envoy or shottzy?
Yeah, that's a debate.
That's a toss-up. No, I'm cool with that. So
Envoy just comfortably
3 of the. All I'm saying is comfortably 3 of those optic players were comfortably better than 3 of the 5. Not comfortably, because Scump and Crimsix is the only one that I would say is in the toss-up. Otherwise, it was Arcides. We just looked it up, and it was Arcides, but that completely makes your argument.
Bro, you are goated, my guy.
Yes, you are.
How we forgot.
Arcides, you already heard us gassing you up in the podcast. But regardless, get back. Who was in the blender that year? Formal. And Gunless, maybe. Gunless and Formal. We still had 3 superstars.
But our
superstars.
I know, but you had the fucking 3 sub duo.
Of Shook, Hook,
shottzy,
Exio. We had Exio, yeah.
And then you had Illy, who was pre-injury prime form. I mean, you saw him at Major 1 last year on Vanguard. We almost won, but then he got his injury, and that just took the team downhill.
This is the argument that I'm making. Do I think that Scump will more than likely have a better career than anyone but Crimsix at this point in Call of Duty? Yeah.
Championships-wise, I hear it. It's going to be hard to
does that injure Shottzy's talent?
No, my only thing is they've been playing either against or with each other for how many years?
Shottzy's 1-0.
What, because he won a champs?
In the year? He's just won. I'm not talking shit. But these are both Greenwall boys. So just know that this is all left on both ends.
He tries to play against Optic during Dynasty time. He's getting dog walked, even during the jet movement era. Where
does he get to choose his team?
Yeah,
he gets to choose his team, and he's getting dog walked. They're getting dog walked.
No one's fucking with that.
No one's fucking with the Dynasty team. Not FaZe.
You know that
FaZe didn't fuck with the Dynasty team.
Occasionally, what they get 2 off of us in like a 3-year period.
FaZe with a team that is probably one of the most unmemorable FaZe teams in our AW year.
That was a good team, though.
It was a good team, just unmemorable. They just weren't. They were a good team. They were a great team playing together.
The first
memorable names is all I'm saying. Like it was Zuma and Attach. Who else? Enable wasn't that like the 3rd one in though that he got into the position? I'm pretty sure that was the 3rd major.
No, he was from Enable. It was
they had a pickup. Oh my god, Sensor.
Enable, Zuma, and Attach.
And then they're facing. Those 3 are
in denial.
Not in AW. Mm-hmm. Was it IW he switched to FaZe?
Okay. That was when he was like 18 and he won.
AW, yeah, no, you're 100% right. Yep. And Denial was a force too. I forgot about that team during AW. That was the Dynasty, bro.
They folded during champs and Black Ops 3 and AW, but you still got to look. They ran the whole year, all year. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like the super. It's literally the exact same as the super team talk. If Shotzy's Steph Curry, bro. Shotzy's Steph Curry. That's where I'm at right now. He's changing the game. How about that? Maybe that's a better. Scump would have been. I want to say Crim was Michael and Scump was LeBron. If we had to do like accurate to what the NBA's Scump did just as much, did it just as flashy, but Crim was already doing it slightly before him, was winning that 1 extra chip and keeping it going. That's all I'm saying. I'm talking about SMG saying that Kenny is the one who we have to beat in order for our duo to truly be called the best. We've already done everyone else. We've ran the train on every other team, And I'm saying we like I'm a part of Optic. I'm not part of Optic. I don't even claim to be. One day. But anyways, Thieves is the team to beat for us, and we're the team to beat for everybody else. That's my final statement. Optic is still the best in the game, with the exception of our hard counters. We have one hard counter, and we're gonna have to. And they studied, you could tell.
Oh yeah, and it's like Octane said when he was on the watch party. Optic still has the highest ceiling of anyone in the game.
100%.
They haven't hit that ceiling yet. Once they hit that pure form that even Thieves can't fuck with them.
Oh yeah. I mean, even Thieves.
Hit that for chance, baby.
Thieves were fearing them. Thieves were fearing them. Not no more though. I think we're fearing Thieves a little bit.
You know,
we're gonna have to lock that in.
Make some waves.
Who?
These next two majors though.
Who?
New York.
New York.
I know they had.
Hydra's a dog. Hydra's top 5
SMG. An
SMG.
easier schedule this weekend.
They got Toronto though.
They did shut down Toronto.
They took out Toronto. Toronto straight off of a major win.
They had a couple down majors. They won the first major of the year. Their team's solid.
Yeah.
Priesta's
a dog.
He's a phase killer. He
He's
kills anybody from his old team.
Yep. And I love those. That's what COD needs is these. We're starting to get storylines again. It's starting to feel like WWE back in the day. You know what I mean?
And I swear if Abizi doesn't make that insane 1v4 yesterday.
Dude.
That shit was absurd.
Or the S&D planning we would have went up to 4-5, and the S&D it was 3-5. It was Dashy was making the play perfectly fine. It was Ghosty was getting the angle, and then Abe just comes fucking over the top, and just fucking it's the most absurd thing. He can read. He's definitely Abizi's working his way up in my favorite players right now, slowly but surely.
He's nasty at the game.
There's no denying.
And he did throw that series though yesterday.
Which series? Ours? Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
it's something about us.
It's something about us.
But when Buddy jumped out the hill with .7 when they were about to win the round and threw the whole round, I was like, man,
dude, they're
chalked after that one. But
yeah, dude. And I feel for FaZe, dude, because like everyone fears FaZe, even us, and it's just like they have a mental chalk. They have a mental chalk. There's something. It's a mental block in their head. There's something. They're gonna win a chip soon. Tournament. They're gonna win. They're gonna be someone to beat here soon.
If they figure out hardpoint, bro, because that's their big thing. Search, they're still.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we 3-0'd them, but they took Thieves to round 11, like, and beat them on the first search, like.
And Thieves is
Embassy. They're like 11-2, like.
Thieves, I really do believe Thieves have studied the shit out of Optic. I don't know if they've studied everyone else. I think they have been studying the best team in the league.
I think they found their form this weekend.
I'm proud of them. I am proud of them. Congratulations as well. You guys deserve it.
I think they like literally came in this weekend to beat Optic, and they just happened to beat everybody.
And it happened to work.
And they happened to. Well, just even how the bracket was set, they knew they'd play a second round if they won. So it's like they beat FaZe, who hasn't been looking the greatest, and now
and that was it.
They were just like, we just got to play Optic a couple times, boys. But I mean, it worked for them. They were reading us like reading them like a book.
I mean, that wasn't too bad. I feel like we next week we'll come with more detailed of things to talk about. Kind of wanted to get the show started out. This is gonna be more of a debate, as you guys could see. We definitely were arguing a little bit, but I was just way too good for falling on this one for him to actually make any arguments that made sense. So. Alright guys.
See you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. It has been the first episode of In the Blender. I am Disciples. This is Fallen, and we will see ya. Goodbye. Hey bro. We actually got it done.
We do need to make it a little more in the blendery. I feel like that kind of got to.